Studious are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Onward we march, we trudge along to happy victory. To victory, to victory. Our motor is a solid work propelling us along. Illuminate, with the beam of lumen. In thy light, we shall see light. Illuminate, with the beam of lumen. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we.
And we're indeed thrilled to host the Renewable Energy Heroes Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. They join us in the studio today, and they have just been crowned champions of the 6th edition of the Renewable Energy Commission Challenge. And we're looking forward to have a conversation with them. In fact, I have the whole squad in the studio. Now, if you haven't dated anybody from Presbyterian Boys, this is the best time to look for one. Look for one. And so join me in the studio. I have Edu Kwabena. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you,
Hey, the champions of the year. Your voice is down. We have come to take the trophy from you. I also have Ryan Niakwe and joining us in the conversation as well. I have Francis Mbasa and, of course, Bernice Norte. She's officer for the Renewable Energy Regulation Energy Commission. Thank you so much for your time here on The Pulse. Hey, champions, I'm so glad because I can see your trophy over there. Please bring it to me. Let me hold it for the meantime. Yes, please. Hey, it's heavier than I expected. But how does it feel, though? You are champions. Let me start with who? Francis, let me start with you. Walk us through the process for you and emerging winners. You must have been tense throughout the process.
I mean, throughout the competition, it's been quite, as you said, tense. I remember the day when the theme came out. We first read the theme, Renewable Energy for a Healthier Future, right? And then we began to brainstorm, we began to think of ideas that we can solve. And I mean, the process of coming up with an idea, envisioning it, designing it, building it, and then taking it to a competition to compete with other schools, I think it's a very thrilling experience. It's an experience that not a lot of people get to have. And we are very grateful to have such an experience and even to come out as winners.
And then let me go to Ryan, really. What was that idea that clinched you this wonderful trophy?
So when we got the theme, we were looking at a healthier future. So we looked at what issue could we solve within the Ghanaian society. And obviously, to every society, there are two halves. There's the urban half and then there's the rural half. And then we looked at an issue which could solve the issue of lack of accessible healthcare in both rural and urban societies. So then we pitched the idea of a self-service station which takes your vitals and then sends it to an AI consultancy. So it's basically able to deliver the same services a typical healthcare provider, such as a doctor or a nurse provides, without going to an actual hospital. Thereby saves you the time of going to a hospital, which saves both time and money in urban areas, and then it provides that same services which are not available in rural areas.
You had over 120 participants, right? So let me come to Kwabena. Were you tense at any point in time? Did you feel that you could win this, looking at the competitors from across the country with different innovations?
Well, I would say it's a challenge. You should expect competition. And by God's grace, everything went on well. At some point in time, we're feeling tensed and everything, but well, we still pushed through. And by God's grace, we clinched it.
And the trophy is quite nice. I will take it home just for inspection to be sure that, you know, it's original. But then let me bring in Bernice at this time. It's been quite a tough process for you, I'm sure, organizing, bringing all the students together. How has it been so far?
Okay, so yes, it's quite tough, but we've had the assistance of the Ghana Education Service and the Ghana TVET Service helping us. So the regional coordinators in each region, we coordinate with them, and then they help us get the students on time and then to a place where we can have the regional competitions. So they were able to gather all the students. We send out the themes. They work with the heads of the departments, the headmasters of the various schools to get all the schools at one particular point. Some regions have more than 10 schools expressing interest in the competition. The regional coordinators would then organize a preliminary competition to get their best 10 schools. Then on the day of the competition, we work with them and then we get our winner.
I know that you had like a crack team looking at the different entries and finally selecting the winners. What influenced your choice?
Okay, so for each stage of the competition, we look at the projects that the students bring.
Okay.
Then we find experts in these areas to be able to judge appropriately. So for the finals, we had somebody from the health sector, we had somebody from the academia, and we had somebody who is a renewable energy expert. Because we are looking at where the projects that came to the finals were health delivery, food security, and then waste management. So we need to be able to have people that are well-versed in these areas so that when the students present something, they will be able to give constructive criticism to the things that the students are presenting, and they will be able to judge appropriately. So we don't just pick anybody to be a judge. We actually look at the projects that the students are presenting. Then we pick experts in the fields to be able to judge.
And this year you have lifted the scale. What should we expect in next year's edition, really? That's the big question on our minds.
Well, we just finished this year. At least give us a week to relax.
But what's the future of this project, though?
So we have signed a memorandum of understanding with CSIR to help further refine the projects that comes to the finals and then bring it to the market for commercialization.
Oh, that's
with their
good.
projects, we will also need the help of the Ghana Health Service to also come on board and then partner with CSIR and the Commission to be able to bring this project out.
Wow.
And any other investors that are out there, anybody who wants to invest, help them bring this project to life in the country, we are open to that.
And indeed, if you are interested in financing this to make it marketable in any area of the country, please see us. We're here for you. And then what's the impact so far? I'm sure you've been hearing a lot of stories. What's the impact?
Well, for now, the 2022 project, CSIR has finished refining it, and they are trying to get the patent rights to the project before they invite investors in, so that at least we are able to protect the ideas of the students before investors come in and then maybe take the idea away from them and then transform it. Is when an investor comes in and helps promote the project, they will also be recognized as part of the founding members of the project that is coming to the market for commercial.
Wow, and so far that is done, or it's in the
we are
pipeline?
waiting for feedback from the patenting authority.
Oh, wow.
Forward.
And so we are expecting a lot more of that to come through. And we're looking forward to the next edition, really. I know that the planning stage is still underway, but I'll come back to you for your final words on that. Tell us what we should expect in the next edition. But let me come back to my boys in the studio. I'm sure this whole project gave you a lot of sleepless nights. Let me start with my choir master on my left. Hey, and your voice, are you in the choir?
No, I'm not.
Hey, can you hear the voice? No, but really, how has it been, though? What lessons have you learned?
It's been very tiresome, the entire journey, from the very beginning to the very end. I think we've put a lot into the project and we've definitely reaped the benefits. Lessons learned are many. I think one was definitely not to procrastinate, because that led...
You all agree, eh? Yeah. I see how you're smiling.
that led to more than 90% of the sleepless nights.
Okay.
As a matter of fact. So I think we have to be more timely with how we approach things. And looking at the lessons we've learned, I think we've learned from each other. The biggest lesson was learning from the entire team, because an idea here, an idea there, the project wouldn't have come to life without the entire team. I think everyone's input was very critical in presenting it in the final. I think that was the biggest lesson I've learned from the entire journey.
And you, Francis?
Okay, I would say that it is very important for you to listen to feedback from others, especially in your field of domain. I think most of the time it may seem like you know best what to do. But then I think as we were building the project, there were many times when I had to take my time and then listen to feedback from the rest of the team. And I think I remember one situation where Edu gave me a suggestion, and it led to significant increase in our productivity. Right? Yeah. So I've definitely learned to listen to the input of other teammates, especially when it comes to things that you may not necessarily deem them as expecting.
And Edu, what have you learned?
Coming to the school, I actually wanted to be part of the SMQ team.
Okay.
Go to the classroom, I was in the quiz class, and couldn't still join. But I met this wonderful family, and I guess school, PRESEC was not just about NSMQ, that's something I learned. There are other things to PRESEC, something like the Energy Commission's challenge, and everyone should keep an eye out. That's all I would see for the boys in PRESEC.
What should we expect from you moving forward, though? All three of you. I'd like to start from you, Edu.
Oh, bigger things, I would see, very, very massive things.
And what do you plan to be in future, though?
Oh,
Tech-related?
Business and tech. Yeah, I think that would be very nice.
Business and tech. This guy's about to make money. Oh. and then how about you?
I have a very strong interest in artificial intelligence.
I see.
I think the unique selling point of our project is our AI assistant.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. And so it was a very good experience having the field developing a product around artificial intelligence. And so I'm really excited for the future of AI, and I hope to be a part of it.
Okay, and you?
So I'm interested in renewable energy when it comes to the automobile industry.
Hey, it seems I have to go to this school. What kind of pressure is this? No more lawyers, I want to be a doctor. Hey, PRESEC, pressure, Benny. Okay, tell me more.
So not particularly electric vehicles.
Okay.
But let's say hydrogen-powered vehicles that don't run necessarily off fossil fuels. So exploring other ways of propelling vehicles, both aerospace and ground vehicles.
And I'm sure you're all thankful to your teachers who helped you through the process.
Yes.
That is one thing you miss, though. Now, Adu, you want to say that for us? Mention their names and give them all the credit they deserve.
Okay. I would say our patron, Sir
Okay.
Pascal. He needs a words can't explain.
Aww.
Like,
Let me say the all for you. Aww.
the things he has done, sacrificing his time, sacrificing his money. Sometimes, like, he think he's angry at you and stuff, but I used to go to him, he's still open, and he pushed for this project to actually come to life, and I'm grateful he was around for.
Thank you. Let me wrap up with Beatrice. What should we expect moving forward? Dennis? Yes.
So I think that when we started with 29 schools as a pilot. Here to 2025, we have 120 schools, and the interest is picking up. So renewable energy is not something that is going to go away anytime soon. It is something that has come to stay. So I think when the theme comes out, all schools should endeavor to participate, because you never know where this competition might take you. It is not just about coming to chew and pour what you know. It's about merging what you know and doing it with your hands to be able to prove that it can actually work. It helps the things that are being taught in class stay with you better, and you are able to understand it well. So I will entreat that all schools should participate in this contest. And we would also want to entreat that all companies should endeavor to sponsor and then help us to be able to push this project forward.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. And I'm sure by the time you start your new entries, you'll be here to promote it so that all the schools can know how they can be a part of it. Well, my boys on my far right, I hear you have some Jama for me. It's time for us to wrap up the show. And I am leaving them with you. They'll do us the honors of giving us their anthem or any Jama song you have for us, our entertainment prefects. And in fact, today they are wrapping up the show. So I will let Francis wrap up the show and hand over to them. Then I'm out of here. I don't exist at this point in time. So Francis, please wrap up the show for us. Yes, you can.
Then we are out of here. Then we leave the winners to enjoy the
Okay, please, Francis, wrap up for us. Tell them. That's how we wrap up the polls.
So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
at
you.
the polls. We are so grateful for the time that you spent with us. We hope to see you the same time next week.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and I'll leave you with my team.
Hey. Before we go, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. So over to you.
Robin us along. Illuminate, with every Muslim in the light, we shall see light. Illuminate, with every Muslim of Christian. Students of Presbyterian secondary, all we must travel on to have victory, to victory. Amor is a solid providence alone. Illuminate, with every Muslim in thy light, we shall see light. Illuminate, with every Muslim for Christian training leaders, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training leaders, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios, happy. For Christian training leaders, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training leaders, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios, happy.
Okay, bye. We're out of here, please.